All right, gentlemen, I got another relationship coach, and this one's going to help us guys to understand exactly what it is, that bare minimum that the ladies are all talking about is.
There's quite a lot of discourse online as to what the bare minimum of a relationship is.
Discourse is a nice way to put it, because I've heard a million different versions, most of which come down to this. Whatever the guy does, it's never enough. It's just the bare minimum. But let's hear what you have to say.
Some say it's him getting you flowers. Others say it's her cooking you a home-cooked meal. That's not the bare minimum.
I agree. That's not the bare minimum. That's just being nice to your partner. And what's wrong with that?
That's nuance.
Nuance? Okay.
Here are things that are actually the bare minimum.
Now we're getting into it. I got my paper and pen ready, but could you do me a favor and just go a little slow? You know, I'm a guy and well...
Being spoken to with kindness or neutrality.
Kindness, neutrality. Got it. I actually agree with you on that one. It is something us guys would like to see more of, instead of the normal condescension and derision that's directed at us. Let's continue.
Having your calls or messages answered or returned.
Return calls and messages. Oh, you mean don't ghost people? Kind of like what happens to most guys when they're in the dating realm. At least that's what they tell me.
Physical respect.
Physical respect. Sorry, I'm a guy. I'm a little slow, you know. But again, I completely agree with you. But I wonder, does that go both ways? Because most guys would tell you it doesn't.
Respect in general.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Sorry, I got lost there for a moment. Again, completely agree with her. Truth is, this is one of the biggest things that guys look for in a relationship. Respect. It's also one of the biggest things they don't get enough of, if at all.
Regular communication.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something? Communication. Quick question, if I may. Does it count as communication when the guy opens himself up only to have whatever he says weaponized against him or spread all over the place, like, you know, on the internet? Because that's the reason why guys don't communicate.
Basic human decency.
Decency. Again, completely agree with you, but also, again, something us guys rarely get.
Having plans be initiated or followed through on.
It's always the guy's job to figure out where we're going to eat dinner, and no matter what choice he makes, it's going to be wrong. Did I get that right?
And last but not least, being considered in decisions that are being made.
Give her whatever she wants, because if you don't, you're going to pay and pay dearly. I think that covers it. All right, here's the honest truth. I agree with absolutely everything she said. And while I had a little fun with this, most guys, in fact, the overwhelming majority of them, rarely receive any of those things, which means they're not even getting the so-called bare minimum. And yet all you hear is the women saying the guys need to step up. One thing you never hear is that the ladies do. So kudos to her for making this pretty neutral, because the reality is this is exactly how we all need to treat each other. And if we did, relationships would be a hell of a lot better.